Thomas drives into the lane off the glass, and one as well. Hello, Red Devil fans, and welcome to another edition of Evanston High School Lady Red Devil Basketball. Here we are at the pregame show. We are broadcasting live today from the Plains Tire broadcast booth. Today, your Evanston Red Devils take on the Kemmerer Rangers right here at Kemmerer High School in Kemmerer, Wyoming. Tip-off is scheduled for about 18 minutes from now as we move into our pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the scene for tonight's game. You're listening to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Lady Red Devil Basketball on 99.1 FM with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
And we welcome you back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm ELAN OLLIFF. Happy to bring you the action live from Kemmerer High School as this is going to be a fun one. We have our scene set today brought to you by El Paso, All-American and Mexican restaurant. El Paso, the best in the West. Today, the Kemmerer Rangers are the home team, so let's start with them. They come in with a 1-5 record, 35 points for, 53 points against per game, and a team that does not do a lot from the charity stripe either, only shooting 52%. They are led by Olivia Nielsen, who gets 15 of those 35 points. So if you can shut down her, you give yourself a pretty ample opportunity. For the Evanston Red Devils, they come in winning 2 of their last 3. It's their first 2 wins of the season, so sitting at a record of 2-4. A win today would put them a game below 500. 41 points on offense and defensively allowing about 44 points per game. So those numbers starting to click up to where we really believe this team actually is. Evanston led, of course, by senior superstar Stacia Barker, who is already committed to play D1 volleyball at Montana State. So that is something to keep your eye on. Stacia averaging 8 points per game with a 60% free throw percentage. So Stacia definitely, or 8.3 points per game, 65% free throw shooter. So she is definitely going to be one to keep an eye on. So Nielsen is a senior, 6 foot. Stacia and her will go head-to-head. This should be a lot of fun. Kemmerer and Evanston. Kemmerer looking for their second win of the year. Evanston looking to make it 3 of their last 4. That's what it looks like here at Kemmerer High School. You're tuned in to the pregame show, and this has been your scene set, brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, the best in the West. When we come back, we'll visit with Malia Wilson during the Get to Know Your Red Devil segment of our pregame show. You're listening to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Lady Red Devil Basketball on 99.1 FM with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive.
Welcome back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth and the pregame show as the Evanston Lady Red Devils get ready to take on the Kemmerer Rangers here at Kemmerer High School. And one of the Evanston players you'll see on the court today is Malia Wilson. She has developed a reputation of being a tough player, both on the basketball court and the soccer pitch, as we are excited to see her out in 2022. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have Miss Wilson on our Get to Know Your Red Devil segment on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Welcome to another edition of Get to Know Your Red Devils. Today we're joined by Evanston senior on the basketball team, Malia Wilson. Malia, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, thanks for asking. So I've seen you in the stands at the volleyball games and at the football games. How excited are you to get out there and start playing yourself?
I'm definitely very excited. Basketball is kind of my thing, so I'm just ready to show out and play with my team.
All right. So I don't know if you've listened to this part of the show before, but we're just having kids answer basic getting to know you questions. I've got 10 questions written down, each of them assigned a number 1 through 10. You just got to pick 4 numbers, and those will be your interview questions. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. So what's going to be your first number?
4. Number
4. What is a pet peeve of Malia Wilson's?
I hate when people chomp their gum. Like, it's really annoying.
Just kind of like, chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, yeah, that's a little, that could definitely be annoying, especially if it's making like that squishy noise, right?
Yeah, that's the worst.
All right, so that was your first question. What's going to be question number 2?
7.
7. What is your, I guess, ultimate dream, like life dream? Like if your life could go ideally, what would it look like?
I want to be somewhere tropical and just to kind of live life and just do whatever, go with the flow.
That sounds like a pretty chill.
Yeah.
All right, so question number 3, what number are you going to pick for that?
2.
2. What has been your favorite memory from being a part of Evanston Lady Red Devil basketball?
I think for me, it's basically bonds with older girls. I remember as a sophomore, Amber Lowe was a senior, and we're still really close to this day, and I just hope that we are able to do that for the younger girls as well.
Awesome. Okay, and then final question, pick a number between 1 and 10. What's it going to be?
8.
8. Favorite vacation you've ever been on?
Recently I just went to Florida with my sister and her kids, and that has been my favorite so far.
Where in Florida, and what did you guys do?
We went to Disney World and went to all of the different parks, and so my favorite was Animal Kingdom just because it was super real, and there was just like animals everywhere, and it was just, I loved it.
Are you a big rides, roller coaster person?
I used to be able to, but now that I'm a little bit older, I get motion sick pretty easy, but I can still hit them at least once.
Nice. Malia, thank you so much for taking the time and answering our questions and letting us get to know you a little bit more. That's Malia Wilson. She's a senior on the Evanston girls basketball team. Malia, anything else?
No, just go support your Lady Red Devils and your boys basketball team as well, and we love to see you all there.
Big thank you to Malia Wilson for joining us on Get to Know Your Red Devils. And you know what? She said, support your Lady Red Devils and your boys basketball team, and they want to see you all there. Your first opportunity to do so will be a week from tonight when the Red Devils host Mountain View. I believe the girls play at 6 o'clock, and the boys will play at 7:30. Open up Red Devil Gymnasium. Let's pack the place and bring back that home court advantage that Evanston is so well known for. Coming up next on the pregame show, we'll have a chat with Coach Stormy Dolezal. Just a programming note, this interview was recorded before this morning when we found out we were not going to Cheyenne. So a good portion of the interview, she is talking about the teams from Cheyenne, but most of it, she does talk about what this team has been working on during the break. We'll hear from Coach Dolezal after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Here with girls basketball head coach Stormy Dolezal. Coach Dolezal, you guys coming off of a long break, now you're going to go play 3 games in 3 nights. How challenging is it to kind of go from a break type atmosphere to immediately jumping back into it hardcore like this?
Well, I mean, I think even remembering my days as a player, it's a really tough transition going from Christmas break into, tournament time and playing games in a row. And the girls, we had some rough practices over the break, but we had some good ones. And I think they're ready to play and get back into a routine and, really start the season, at this point and this stage of the game. I think they're ready to go and they're anxious to play.
We had 2 weekends of basketball before the break, but it really does feel like this is the real start of the season to be able to kind of string some stuff together. Looking at the 3 opponents you guys are playing, Laramie on Thursday night, Cheyenne Central on Friday, and Cheyenne South on Saturday, what are some things you guys are discussing in practice in preparation for these matchups over on the other side of the state?
As far as the other teams we're facing, I think our biggest opponent and the biggest game we're aside from the fact that it's our first one, but Laramie, I think out of the 3 teams we drew for the tournament, Laramie's going to be our toughest competition, and so they're kind of our focus. We're pretty evenly matched, and the things they're good at, we're good at, shot blocking, rebounding, good free throw shooting team, a couple of main key players we have to keep our eye on, but they're going to be tough, and we're ready to rise to the challenge. And then Central and South, they may not be as, I don't know how to word it correctly, but they might not be as tough as Laramie, but we don't want to look past them either. Every game is important, and any team can win on any given day, so we don't want to overlook anybody. And, I think our girls are just ready to play, and they're excited to get back on the floor.
Coach, what are the things you guys have been able to kind of work on the most that kind of stuck out to you in the first 2 weeks of the season?
The glaring issue I think Coach Schuler and I discussed was our passing. It was really lacking in a couple of games in key situations where we threw the ball away too many times just because of poor passes and not coming to the ball to meet the pass. And so we worked a ton on our passing. We also worked a ton on rebounding, because when we get tired, we get a little lackadaisical in the paint and we don't go for boards. And so that was a big focus over the break. And then we spent a lot of time shooting shots that we hit really well. We're really good just outside the elbow and just outside the block. We do miss a lot of gimmies right inside the paint, and so we worked on that a lot. But we spent a lot of time shooting, but I think overall our passing really should be something that you should see as improved.
That's Coach Stormy Dolezal, head coach for Evanston girls basketball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck with everything this week, and thank you so much. Again, anything else?
No, go Big Red. Thank you.
A big thank you to Coach Dolezal for joining us on the pregame show. And even the part that listening to that interview, even the part that she talked about the teams in Cheyenne and not wanting to overlook anyone, that is really, really applicable to this matchup. As when you look at the numbers, Kemmerer is the underdog. Evanston is the favorite, according to the stats that have been put up early in this season. So very applicable to this matchup. Don't want to overlook anyone. And so very, very good news also of the things that they were working on in practice with the passing and with kind of getting those gimme shots to go through. We're going to go inside. When we come back, we'll have our keys to the game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Welcome back to the Plain Sour broadcast booth. ELAN, OLLIFF bringing you the action live from Kemmerer High School as we get ready to bring you our keys to the game, brought to you by mylocalradio.com. And so here are our keys to the game. And as soon as we get them up, sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. There they are. Anyways, our keys to the game brought to you by mylocalradio.com. One important key to running a successful business is advertising. An advertisement is a daily invitation for customers to do business with you. Advertise with mylocalradio.com. Call 307-789-8116. All right, so in a game like this, it's very important for Evanston to start hot. They need to get on a good start, and they need to have some of those easy gimmies fall through, and they just need to calm down and do that. Their second key, build on that momentum. Ideally, I think if you're Evanston, you want to see a pretty good victory here. And in order for that to happen, they need to play offense, defense, middle of the floor, everywhere on the court for the full 4 quarters. Key number 3. Now, this comes from my days as competing in ski racing. Smooth is fast. That was the number one thing that I remember the most from that. And what that means is when you do things smoothly, you can do things more muscle memory, and you can do things quicker. If you focus on more on being smooth than being fast, that will eventually translate to smooth. It's when you focus on being fast over doing things smoothly and doing things right, that's when you get speed jammed and you make some of the mistakes that you saw in the Kelly Walsh game in particular. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by mylocalradio.com. Help increase your business success by advertising with My Local Radio. When we come back, we'll have today's starting lineups. You're listening to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The Lumber Yard in Evanston caters to commercial and residential customers. They have all your DIY projects covered, including tool rentals. You can rent lots of things from tables and chairs to scaffolding and U-Hauls at the Lumber Yard in Evanston. Fully stocked and ready to help.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
We're going to go ahead and turn it over to the PA announcer for today's starting lineups. National anthem.
The Lumber Yard in Evanston caters to commercial and residential customers. They have all your DIY projects covered, including tool rentals. You can rent lots of things from tables and chairs to scaffolding and U-Hauls at the Lumber Yard in Evanston. Fully stocked and ready to help.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
All right, that now brings us to our starting lineups today, brought to you by Varsity Inc. Get all of your Red Devil gear at Varsity Inc. on Main Street. We're on your team. For the Red Devils, it'll be number 2, Mia Barker, a senior. Number 3, Katie DeRue, a senior. Number 12, Mackenzie Porter, a senior. Number 44, Stacia Barker, a senior. And number 45, Lily Johnson, a senior. Sunny Schuler is filling in for Stormy Dolezal with coaching duties, as Kemmerer will come in with their starting lineup. We didn't get a chance to get those before the game because of how quickly things kind of turned around. Number 3, a senior standing at 5'4", Audrey Cassidy. Number 12, a senior standing at 6 foot, Olivia Nielsen. Number 14, a junior standing at 5'7", Sydney Neria. Number 15, a sophomore standing at 5'9", Grace Painter. And number 23, a sophomore standing at 5'3", Tyler Thatcher. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Varsity Inc. Big thanks to Varsity Inc. for bringing the starting lineups to us. Varsity Inc., we're on your team. Time for our first tip-off, our only tip-off of this game, sorry. It's brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. Evanston in the red uniforms, white numerals. Kemmerer, white uniforms, red numerals. Evanston on the right side of the screen, Kemmerer on the left. Tip-off is won by Evanston as Stacia Barker gets her mid on it first. Porter goes to the right side. Back to Mia on the right. Katie DeRue at the free throw line. Dead center, back to Johnson. Pops it to Stacia. She's double team, triple team. Gets around 1, and now she's got 3 behind her. Quick pass over to DeRue on the left side. Finds Porter around the logo. She retreats, now charges into the lane. Back to Katie DeRue from the elbow, and she thought about pulling the trigger on a jump shot. Took one step too many and gets called for a travel. And it's Kemmerer basketball. Bringing it forward will be Tyler Thatcher, the 5'3" sophomore. Back, keep your eye on number 12, Olivia Nielsen. She averages 15.2 points per game for a team that averages 35 points per game. So it's pretty simple. Nielsen's the offense. Nielsen with a bad pass goes off of Porter and over the baseline. Inbound pass for the Rangers. Thatcher with the basketball. Teru playing tough defense for her, trying to get the Will Barker steal. Neria loses the basketball off of Mia and into the Evanston bench. So Neria with the inbound pass. 1 minute gone by, all knotted up here in the first quarter. Ball handler now is Painter. Tough defense from Johnson. Goes back out to Thatcher. She holds the ball. Now goes into the left elbow. All alone in the left corner. Flings it towards the top of the arc to Painter. Looking for Nielsen in the lane. Fouled. And it's coming down against Stacia. It's the first foul of the game on anyone. And Stacia picks it up. Neria, long pass to Nielsen at the top of the circle. And Stacia does pick her up. Poked away by Stacia, but picked back up by Cassidy. Cassidy stolen by Barker in the elbow. And that is a big Red Castle Wealth Management steal for the Lady Devils. Porter puts on the gas across the time stripe. Quickly to Mia. Finds Stacia in the right elbow. She's triple team. Back out to Mia. Thought about taking a 3 from the right wing. Instead, she dribbles to the free throw line and elevates. Too soft off the front iron. Rebound by Kemmerer. Still no score. 6:10 to play in the first. Nielsen with a spin move at the block. And saying no is Stacia. But we're going to get an off-ball foul on the shot, apparently, on Porter. So free throws coming for Olivia Nielsen. A chance to break this score. 67% free throw shooter is Nielsen, and she splashes the first one through, and it's 1-0. Sawyer checks in, and Stacia's going to come out. So it's Sawyer, Mia Barker, Johnson, DeRue, and Porter. Nielsen with the second one. Off the back iron, no good, and Mia pulls that one down. No problem. Barker across the time stripe with Thatcher in tow. Right side to DeRue, who is swarmed on a double team, and she somehow dribbles out of it. Back to Barker, finds Porter in the left elbow. She speeds it up and gets it back to Mia at the top of the arc. Left side, back to Porter for three from the corner. Little too strong, pulled down by the Rangers. They lead it 1-0 after Nielsen goes 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Neria at the free throw line, finds Nielsen at the right block, double teamed, but she got through it, gets the shot off, it's too hard, pulled down by Sawyer. Porter brings it across the timeline. Right side, Mia finds Sawyer, right block, and she is hacked from behind. Nielsen tried to get the block from behind, but she makes contact with Sawyer, and now you have the high free throw percentage shooting Emily Sawyer with a chance to take the lead for the Red Devils on the first Independent Software Solutions free throws of the game. Sawyer, an 80% free throw shooter this season so far. First one is up, front iron, glass rolls around, and we're tied 1-1 as it's good. Sawyer takes her time, bounces it around a little bit more, and now for the lead. And that one goes through. Evanston takes a 2-1 lead to start it out. 5:08 to play as Kemmerer with the basketball. That's Gracie Painter, goes left side to Neria. Covered hard by Mia Barker. Pokes it loose, but Neria goes back to get it. Right side to Cassidy. Screen from Nielsen. Looking for Thatcher in the paint. She falls to the ground. Let's go the basketball. Picked up by Johnson for the Will Barker steal. Right side, Mia Barker. Quickly to DeRue. She was open at the top of the circle. Back to Sawyer at the left block. DeRue, left side three. Just short. Almost picked out of the sky by Mia, but Nielsen pulls it in for the Rangers. Left side, Painter. Dribbling back towards the center. Quickly to Cassidy. Neria. And now Painter again on the right wing. Finds Nielsen at the right block. Puts the shot up. And she goes over Emily Sawyer and drops it in there. 3-2 Rangers with 4:04 to play in the first quarter. Porter slowly across the timeline. Now turns on the gas. Goes into a double team, backs out to Mia Barker. She drives right side of the key from about 6 feet out, puts a floater up, and Mia Barker puts the Red Devils on top. Slowing things down is Tyler Thatcher, left side to Painter in the wing. Nielsen holding it in 3-point land outside the arc. Left side three is way long, and it's headed out of bounds. It'll go to Evanston. Great job by Mia Barker to avoid touching that. As may Leah Wilson and Abby Rigby come in for Mia Barker and Caitlin DeRue. Wilson and Rigby join Porter, Johnson, and Sawyer on the floor. It'll be Wilson with the inbound play. Waiting for the go-ahead. And there it is. Maybe some questions about the ball as Maylia and the referee were talking about the ball for a while. Here's Maylia Wilson into the left block, puts the shot up too hard. Almost rebounded by Emily Sawyer, but she just mistimes the play. Maybe a half second earlier, and she has that one as a second chance attempt. Red Devils up by 1 with 3:19 to play here in the first. Left side to Nielsen in the elbow. Bounces back out to Neria, top of the circle. Calling for it, Thatcher on the right side, picked up by Wilson. Right side, Carlson. And stolen by Abby Rigby. Red Castle Wealth Management steal by Rigby. Wilson dribbling on the left side, completely by herself. Goes to Porter at the top circle. Back to Wilson, wide open left side three. Just a touch too hard. Rebound by Neria. And tough defense from Wilson results in a foul on Malia. She tried to get the ball back, but made contact with Neria as she tried to pass it away. Audrey Cassidy checking in for Tyler Thatcher. For Kemmerer, Red Devils lead 4-3 with 2:43 to play. Evanston boys won a 51-48 matchup over the Kemmerer boys earlier today. So girls trying to make it 2 for 2 on the varsity ranks. Actually 4 for 4 as the boys won both JV and varsity, and the girls won the varsity or the JV matchup. I think final score of that one was like 35-8. Right side Cassidy to the free throw line. Back out to Painter. Calling for it is Carlson. Back to Cassidy again. Painter on the left side. Carlson at the top of the circle. Neri on the right. Lobs one in the lane. Right side three. Cassidy is just a touch too long off the left iron. Pulled down by Sawyer. Wilson will calm things down and march across the time stripe with Cassidy in tow. Wilson to the left block. Tries to put the shot up. Contact made. She's double teamed. Distributes outside to Lily Johnson. Her shot no good. Pulled down by Malia, and she corrects it. 6-3 Red Devils. 1:40 to play in the first. Left side to Carlson. Finds Skidmore. That's Janae Skidmore who just checked in, and we got a foul. Looks like it's going to come against Kendall Fessler, who just checked into the game. Evanston with 4 team fouls, and Kemmerer with 1. Neria to inbound it for the Rangers. Lobs one to the top of the arc for 3, and that's too hard by Painter. Rebound by the Red Devils. Rigby flings it over the time stripe. Open Malia Wilson on the left side. May with a tough Audrey Cassidy in tow, goes back to Rigby, drives towards the right elbow, puts the shot up after making contact with Nielsen. Her shot is rebounded by Johnson. She puts a shot up over 3 Rangers and draws the foul. Lily Johnson in the last 3 games has been effective down low and getting to the free throw line. Lily comes in shooting 60% from the charity stripe. Independent Software Solutions free throw. First one rattles through. Independent Software Solutions, let IS be your IT guy. Red Devils up by more than a possession with a 7-3 lead with 65 seconds left in the first as the second Independent Software Solutions free throw rings out of the cylinder and to the left, easily picked up by Thatcher. Quickly clicks it over to Cassidy. Back to Thatcher, right side Painter. The starters back on the court for Kemmerer. Left side again to Thatcher. Holding it now is Skidmore. In the left wing, Skidmore again. Bounces it out to Thatcher. Thought about taking it top of the circle 3. 40 seconds left in the first. Painter on the right. Back to Thatcher, top of the arc. Just burning their time right now, moving the ball around the outside. Evanston doing a good job locking them out of the post. Try to pass one inside to Nielsen, but it's blocked away by the junior Emily Sawyer and over the baseline. Good defense by the Lady Red Devils. 21.3 seconds to play in the first, and Evanston leads 7-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. A game of long possessions is what we've seen here today. Gracie Painter goes left side, back out to Skidmore. Finds Nielsen. She's triple teamed and draws the foul. Nielsen, the 67% free throw shooter, to the line. Nielsen, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe today. 11.3 to play here in the first quarter. Red Devils lead 7-3, make that 7-4 as Nielsen just splashes through the first free throw attempt. Chance to make it a 2-point game, and Nielsen bounces it off the back iron, missed it. Pulled down, though, by Skidmore. Hands off to Nielsen with 6 seconds left. Tries to get into the post. Gets a screen from Skidmore. Puts the floater up from the dead center lane. No good, and that is going to do it for the quarter. So 1 down, 3 to go. It's 7-4 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this with quarter number 2 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Red Devils lead by 3 going into the second quarter. 7-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Really no one pulling away as the lead point getter for Evanston. But Olivia Nielsen has all the points for Kemmerer, so really it's Red Devils 7, Nielsen 4. And that's something we kind of talked about at the very beginning. This is a team that averages 35 points per game, and Nielsen gets them 15 of them. So it's one of those situations where Nielsen is definitely kind of like that running back that is in a run-heavy offense where they're just going to feed Nielsen inside and live and die by that. Left side over to Thatcher. Quickly over to Naria. And Evanston doing a good job taking care of the interior, not giving Olivia Nielsen really a lot of breathing room. Where you look, they are trapping her and following her everywhere she goes. Right side, great block. Tyler Thatcher tried to go up and put up a layup, and the 6-foot Stacia Barker blocks her cleanly. Thatcher only 5'9". As some wild passes happen on the other end of the court. And over the left sideline, deflected out of bounds by Kemmerer. Abby Rigby with the inbound pass for the Red Devils. Lobs one way up to Stacia Barker, who goes above everybody else to get it back. Cross-court pass back to Rigby for 3, left side. Off the back iron, pulled down by Nielsen. Olivia taking off for Kemmerer. Now puts on the brakes towards the logo, bounces it back out to Thatcher. Naria on the right wing. Cassidy at the top of the circle, back to Thatcher in the left. Cassidy thought about taking a 3 instead, holds up and gives it to Naria again. Painter, bad pass taken away by Rigby with the Will Barker steal. Rigby was all by herself with 4 Kemmerer defenders, puts on the brakes and allows the Evanston offense to catch up. DeRue, long 2, left side, short. Rebound by Kemmerer. Thatcher almost is the victim of a bad pass and corrals it and brings it down. Left side, Painter. Back to Thatcher on the right. Naria holding it. Nielsen trying to bust free as Evanston has 4 of their defenders in the paint area trying to disrupt Nielsen, but she does get the basketball. Right block, puts the jump shot up over 3 defenders and flashes it through. 1-point lead for Evanston. Here comes Porter for the Red Devils. 5:43 left in the first half. Evanston up 7-6. Left side, Drew finds Mia. Finding Stacia on the run in the lane. Draws the foul, and Stacia Barker will shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for Barker. First Independent Software Solutions free throw is good. Stacia, 65% free throw shooter on the season so far. Would love to see that number tick back up. as Kendall Fessler checks in. And the second one off the back iron, no good. Lily Johnson also there as well. So it's Johnson, Rigby, Stacia, Porter, and Fessler. Top of the circle three from Nielsen, good! And just like that, Nielsen puts Kemmerer on top. 9-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 5:20 to play here in the first half. Right side to Porter, finds Rigby on the wing. Tries to dribble into the elbow, and she's held. It'll be the 5th foul on Kemmerer, 5 fouls on Evanston. It's the second one on Gracie Painter. She'll now come out. Rigby to inbound it under her own net. Right side, Stacia for three. That one is off the mark and kind of airs over the iron. Rebound by Neria, and Kemmerer takes it the other way. Nielsen left side for three, rattles it in out of the hole. Pulled down by Fessler with the grab. Kendall across the timeline. Dribbles towards the right wing. Flings it over to Porter on the left side. Porter putting on the gas now. Back over to Fessler on the right. Rigby in the wing now dribbles into the elbow. Double teamed at the block. Back to Stacia in the right corner. Rigby at the top of the arc, and a travel. I think that's an example of getting what's called speed jammed. You're trying to make stuff happen so quickly that all the movements kind of flow into each other instead of being separate movements. Goes back to that smooth is fast key to the game we were talking about. 4:27 on the right side. Here comes Nielsen. Bad pass, but secured by Cassidy. Thatcher on the left. Back to Neria in the wing. Guarded well by Wilson. Cassidy quickly to Thatcher. Right side. Skidmore jump shot. Long jump shot. Barely inside the arc. Is this too soft? Pulled down by Wilson. She's across the timeline, and she's going to slow things down. Right side, Rigby. Less than 4 to play in the half. Fessler on the right, poked away by Skidmore over the baseline, and it's out of bounds. Last touch, Kemmerer. Evanston with inbound play. Mia Barker will come in for Abby Rigby. So it's Mia, Stacia, Fessler, Johnson, and Wilson for the Red Devils. Checking in for Kemmerer. There's not a 35 on the roster that I have here. So she checks in. Anyway, Wilson jump shot, left elbow, good. Evanston back on top, 10-9. 3:45 to play. Thatcher dribbles into the lane, and she is mugged by about 3 Devils. We got a jump ball, and the possession arrow is with Evanston. Great defense by the Red Devils. Way to take advantage of that. Wilson gets the inbound pass from Fessler and goes right back to Fessler as she goes over the timeline. Back out to Wilson. She drives to the lane, tries to find Stacia at the right block. Deflected over the line by Skidmore. Evanston basketball. 3:30 to play here in the second quarter. Red Devils up 10-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Fessler, long pass to Wilson at the top of the arc. She steps back into the right wing, back out to Barker. Left side, 3 for Fessler's good. Kendall Fessler. She has been money in these last few games for the Red Devils, and it continues into the new year. Red Devils lead by 4. Wilson makes contact with the basketball, but it's picked up by Neria. Right side, Kemmerer quickly back over to Neria, and now Thatcher at the top of the arc. Ball is poked away by Mia, but Thatcher goes back to the logo to get it back. Skidmore with tough defense by Wilson. Quick pass back to Skidmore in the lane. She puts the shot up, trying to draw the foul from about 6 feet out, and she is successful at that. 6th foul on Evanston, and in the first on Lily Johnson. First one from Skidmore is good. 3-point ball game. Emily Sawyer checks in for Lily Johnson. Evanston with 16 fouls. Kemmerer with 4. Second free throw on the way, and it's a 2-point game, 13-11. On the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Evanston leads with 2:44 to play in the half. Right side, Malia Wilson quickly over to Mia on the right side. Long cross-court pass finds Fessler in the left elbow. Great athletic move to make the jump, pull the ball down, and plant her feet and not take a step by Fessler. Back to live action. Here comes Mia Barker. Right block, puts the shot up, takes the contact from Nielsen. It's over the baseline. Evanston basketball. Malia Wilson to inbound it for the Red Devils. Wilson, no look pass to Barker in the left wing. Dribbling looking for Fessler at the top of the arc. Oh, she makes the catch off her foot. Back out to Wilson. Quick pass over to Sawyer. And she gets called for a travel. The play obviously was going to be get it to Sawyer and get her to get the shot up in the lane. But she was mugged as soon as she got the basketball. She tried to get it back out, but she took an extra step, and Kemmerer is the recipient of it. Red Devils lead 13-11, 2:06 to play in the second quarter. Bad pass taken away by Fessler. It's another Red Castle Wealth Management steal for Evanston, and a foul on Kemmerer. Fessler definitely had contact made with her at the logo, and it's an inbound play for the Red Devils. Less than 2 to play here in the second quarter. Evanston leads it 13-11. Bad pass chased down by Thatcher. She has it in the left elbow. Quickly to Nelson in the wing. She's now circling back towards the top of the arc. Quickly over to Thatcher. Right side three's good. And just like that, Kemmerer takes a 1-point lead. 14-13 on the 3 ball by Thatcher. Wilson goes right side, Barker. Back out to Wilson. Long pass, Kendall. Left side 3. That one off the back iron. And the fumble is going to go wild and out of bounds. It rolled all the way from the Evanston front court across the timeline and over the left sideline. Wilson, try as she might, couldn't get there to save it. Evanston touched it last, and Naria will inbound for the Rangers. They're up by 1 with 80 seconds to play in the second. Left side Naria after the pass from Thatcher. Finds Nielsen. She's double teamed by Sawyer and Stacia. Right side back to Thatcher. Lobs one at the left block looking for Naria. And it is out of bounds over the baseline. Last touch was Evanston. Naria to inbound it. Finds Skidmore, back out to Thatcher. Cassidy at the top of the circle. Naria now back towards the logo. Pass was heading out of bounds. It goes off of Nielsen and into the hands of Daru with the Red Castle Wealth Management steal. 48 seconds to go. Left side Rigby. Lobs one to Stacia at the free throw line. Wide open. Porter in the right elbow. She retreats back outside the circle. Left side, Rigby for 3. That one off the back iron. Pulled down by Stacia. Second chance. Right block. Off the side of the backboard, and we got a tie up. Rigby and Skidmore got there. It's all up to the possession arrow now, and the possession arrow pointed in the direction of Kemmerer. 30 seconds to play in the half. Rangers up by 1. Pass intercepted in the lane by Porter. And she's fouled. That's the 6th team foul on Kemmerer. And with 21.4 seconds left, Rigby will inbound it just to the left of her own bench. Goes to Daru, who marches across the time stripe. Left side, Rigby. Lobs one to Sawyer at the left block. Back to Rigby. Shot from the left elbow's good. Evanston back on top. 15-14. 7 seconds left. Here we go. Left side, Skidmore with 4. Long left side 3 from Nielsen is no good. Too hard. Rebound by Sawyer, and the Red Devils lead at the halfway point. We're headed to our halftime show, brought to you by Independent Software Solutions. The score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard is Evanston 15, Kemmerer 14 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper. As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Dealing with computer problems can be frustrating and make you wish for your own personal IT guy. Now, everyone can afford an IT guy. Independent Software Solutions has served customers in Wyoming and Utah for over 20 years. We develop software, handle system and network administration, repair personal and business computers, and sell accessories. Independent Software Solutions is your one-stop computer business solution. Call today, 307-789-1978. Let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy.
And we welcome you back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth and the Independent Software Solutions halftime show. Everybody wants their own IT guy, and now you can let ISS be your IT guy. At the half, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard is Evanston 15, Kemmerer 14. As we look at some of our first half highlights and looking at the stats being kept by statistician extraordinaire Abby Burton, there's something that really sticks out here, and that thing is 14 points for Kemmerer, 9 of them from Olivia Nielsen. 15 points for Evanston, and the lead scorer only has 4. You've got 8 different Lady Red Devils on the score page as opposed to 3 for Kemmerer. So right now, Kemmerer pretty much doing what the numbers would suggest, and that's find Olivia Nielsen and give her a chance to make plays. Evanston, on the other hand, their lead scorer is Maylia Wilson with 4. Kendall Fessler is second on the sheet with 3. And then you've got Mia Barker with 2, Abby Rigby with 2, Emily Sawyer with 2, Stacia with 1, and Lily with 1. So Evanston doing it without their high-powered offensive weapon right now, but you got a feeling she's going to light up in the second half. But that is the big thing that stands out, is that you've got 3 scorers for Kemmerer and 8 for Evanston. So that is a job well done for Evanston, spreading out the ball really, really well. But it's only a 1-point lead as Kemmerer's Olivia Nielsen. They know what they have her here for, and she is accomplishing that. 9 points for her at the half. We're going to step aside, and we come back. We are going to have our halftime show interview, and tomorrow you can catch the Evanston Red Devils boys swim team for the first time in action at the Evanston Invite. We'll talk with Coach Kate Schmidt about that after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball. K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Here with Evanston boys swimming coach Kate Schmidt. Coach Schmidt, over the weekend you guys were in Kemmerer, kind of at a double duel against Lyman and Kemmerer. Can you just kind of give us a feeling of how that went for you guys?
We didn't have a ton of kids go just because it was over our winter break, and so the kids that consistently showed up to our winter break practices got to go. It's a meter pool, which is different for the boys. Some of them really like it. Some of them don't. But like Wyatt Sawyer dove and has a solid 11 dives, which is really nice. So he is a dual threat with being a great swimmer and now diving as well. So that was really nice. And, our boys just consistently show up, and that's all that we really want right now.
Only 2 meets into the season, I believe, because your first one got canceled because of weather. And you've already got 2 state qualifiers in Hunter Jensen and Jackson Nichols.
Yes, we do, and that is super exciting. I'm glad our seniors are getting after it. I expect them to qualify for more events as we get into the big chunk, the meat of our season. And we have Laramie coming up next weekend, which is, I think, a great pool. I think it's a fast pool. I don't know how the kids feel about it, but I love the Laramie pool. So I think we have some good competition coming up, and I expect great things from our boys this year.
This weekend, you guys will be at Green River on Friday and then hosting the first Evanston Invite on Saturday. Who do you feel like is on the bubble to getting under that state qualifying time?
I think lots of our kids are right there. Wyatt Sawyer is cutting time like nobody's business. McCoy Vozakis he's a senior, and he has just, from when he was a freshman to now, is just amazing, the transformation. He is looking amazing and just continues to cut time. Jamar McDowell is great. Kyler Hoagman. We have lots of guys, Hanky Phillips. We have lots of guys that are just putting in the time and the work, and I think we're going to see great things.
Coach, for people that are wanting to come and watch you guys on Saturday, what time does that event get started?
So when we do the Evanston Invite, we split diving and swimming. So if you want to watch diving, it's up at the high school, and it starts at 10 o'clock. And if you want to come for swimming, it's at Davis Middle School, and it also starts at 10 o'clock.
And then, of course, you can catch the diving and then just swing down and catch the second part of the race, right?
Absolutely.
And, Coach, we've been really impressed with the times you guys have been able to put in at the 4A level. Looking into next year, now that you've gotten some looks at what team is coming back next year, with the move down to 3A, has there been any talk in the locker room amongst the boys about that and how it is a game changer for Evanston swimming as a whole?
I don't know if they're talking about it, but when they have a great swim, we're trying to kind of start putting that in their head, like, hey, you're only 1 second from the 3A qualifying time. So keep working hard, and next year we know you're going to get a 3A qualifying time, but let's push for that 4A. We still have to push for those 4A qualifying times, which in some events are significantly different than the 3A qualifying times. And so we're pushing for all of those 4A qualifying times, but we're trying to keep them encouraged and excited about swimming, because next year lots of our boys are going to have a great chance of qualifying for state. And I really think that Evanston will take a big state swim team next year.
I can hardly wait, but 2022. Sorry to cut that interview a little bit short. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have this second half on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
And this marks the end of our Independent Software Solutions halftime show. Independent Software Solutions, let ISS be your IT guy. Back to live action here in the third quarter. The Red Devils lead at 15-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And now they are moving left to right on MyLocalRadio.com as the first shot of the half goes out of bounds off of Kemmerer. And it'll be an inbound play for Evanston. Mia Barker to do it for the Red Devils. Finds Stacia in the lane, pops it off the glass. Just a touch too hard, but she gets her own rebound back and finishes it off there. 17-14, Red Devils, 7:35 to play. Right side, Painter. Finds Nielsen in the lane. Shot is too hard, pulled down by Lily Johnson. Evanston with the basketball. 3-point lead, 7:22 to play in the third. Right side, Porter. Long pass back to Mia in the left wing. Cross back to Porter in the right elbow. The block the lane, puts the shot up. And Porter makes the catch after being blocked, but she lands down on the baseline. Turnover to Kemmerer as they trail by 3. 7:03 left in the third quarter. Right side, Painter. Naria in the right elbow, back out to Painter, finding Cassidy. There's Thatcher. Naria again, left side, long two, splashes it through with 1 foot barely in the arc. 17-16, Red Devils up by 1. 6:40 to play. Mia in a double team, goes right back to Porter, puts on the brakes, right side, Daru in the corner, bounces it back out to Lily Johnson in the right elbow, back to Daru, right side, 3, yes! Katie Daru with 3, and the Red Devils lead by 4. 6:20 to play. Cassidy at the top of the circle, left side Thatcher finds Nielsen in the lane, shoots it over 3 defenders, and it's too hard. Rebound by Johnson. Red Devils taking it again, up by 4. 6:06 to play. The pass goes long off of Kemmerer's Painter. And a great job by Mia Barker to just let it go over the baseline and be a turnover. Or an out of bounds, not a turnover, rather. Left side, Mia Barker after the long pass by Porter. Mia drives into the elbow, puts on the brakes, back out to Stacia. Jump baseline 3 is short, pulled down by the Rangers. Red Devils up by 4 with 5:49 to play in the third. Left side, Cassidy. Holding it, goes back to Naria. Looking for Painter, and the ball is on the ground. Last touch, Evanston, as Painter had it in the left side of the lane, but it just kind of rolls out of her hands off of the foot of Stacia and over the line. Inbound pass to Nielsen, and she's fouled. It's coming against Porter. First foul of the game of the half on the Red Devils. Second one on Porter. Marietta inbound it. Lob pass to Painter at the top of the arc. Left side to Cassidy. Jump shot way short, or long, pulled down by Stacia. Evanston with a 4-point lead, up 5:24 to play. Daru goes to Stacia in the right elbow. Looking for Johnson in the lane, but it goes off of Naria, who tries to make the steal in over the baseline. Barker to inbound it. Goes Stacia at the lane. She's double teamed. And timeout called by Coach Sonny Dolezal. We'll take it as well. Red Devils lead it 20-16 with 5:16 left in the third on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Out of the timeout, the Red Devils lead it by 4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with 5:16 to play in the third. Evanston has come out firing in the third quarter. They only had a 1-point lead going into the locker room, but some 3 balls have really helped them out. Well, a 3 ball by Katie Giroux has been able to extend it. Ball with Kemmerer, right side, Painter. Quickly to Naria. Left side, Thatcher in the elbow, puts on the brakes, back out to Naria. Evanston doing a good job locking down Olivia Nielsen right now. Thatcher drives into the left elbow, cross-court pass back to the top of the circle to Painter. Right side 3 by Naria, way long, and Sawyer locks out Nielsen from having any shot of getting that back on the rebound and just lets it bounce out of bounds over the baseline. Rigby to inbound it for the Red Devils. They lead 20-16 with 4:36 and counting left in the third quarter. Porter goes right side, Rigby. Cross court back to Drew on the left. Finds Stacia in the lane. Turnaround jumper from in front of the free throw line and drops it in. Stacia Barker puts the Red Devils up by 6. 22-16. 4:13 to play here in the third. Left side, Thatcher. Long pass right side, back to Painter. Cassidy goes back to Thatcher at the top of the arc. 3:59, right side, Painter. Quickly back to Cassidy, who charges into the lane. Left side, Naria in the wing. Back out to Painter. Thatcher, now Painter in the right side. They're just going to hold the ball for a little while longer, trying to free up Nielsen somehow. Naria, jump shot from the left elbow deep is strong, pulled down by Stacia. She had a double-double against against Torrington. It's got to be approaching those numbers here as the ball is passed down court. Daru tries to get there, but Naria bops it out of bounds with her shoulder over the left sideline. 3 new Red Devils on the court. Malia Wilson, Kendall Fessler, and Abby Rigby. Fessler goes left side. Stacia for 3 off the front iron and pulled down into the arms of Rigby. She tries to draw the foul, bounces it off the side of the backboard, tries to get her own rebound back, but it falls onto the back of Skidmore. Here comes the Rangers, down by 4. Right side, Naria for 3, front iron, glass, and we got a foul on the rebound. It's going against Wilson. A push on the rebound. And the Red Devils with a 6-point lead go on defense as Rigby comes out and Mia Barker comes in. Joining Stacia, Wilson, Johnson, and Fessler. Left side, wide open 3 for Painter. Too hard, pulled down by Stacia. Wilson gets the pass, and now she's going to slow things down. 2:50 to play here in the third. Wilson now sprints across the timeline. Goes left side, Fessler drives to the left part of the lane and draws the foul. And it's going to be on Nielsen. We'll see what foul that is on her. That is the second one on Nielsen. First one this half on the Rangers. Independent Software Solutions free throws for Kendall Fessler. Kendall comes in as a 68% free throw shooter. First one rattles high and out. Fessler with the second Independent Software Solutions free throw. Independent Software Solutions, let ISS be your IT guy. On the way, splashes it through. 7-point lead for Evanston. 2:42 to play in the third quarter. Right side and area, quickly over to Cassidy. And 34, who I don't have a name for, is in the game for Kemmerer. Left side three by Skidmore. Rattles in and out of the hole. Great athletic move by Wilson, who, as that one bounced high, started taking off towards the left sideline. Wilson makes the catch, swings the ball above the head of the defender, but then she does step on the baseline, and we've got a timeout called. We'll take it as well. Red Devils lead it 23-16 with 2.5 to play here in the third quarter on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Red, excuse my voice crack there. Red Devils still, no one really putting up crazy numbers individually, but as a team, they've scored 23 points, including 8 in this third quarter. I don't think the lead scorer in Evanston maybe has more than 5. It's that type of game where everyone is getting a little bit of the love here in Kemmerer. 2:25 to play here on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Looking at the numbers right now, 4 is the lead number by an Evanston scorer, and that's Kendall Fessler. Take that back, 5. Stacia Barker is 5. But that still means that Evanston is just spreading it out so well. 2:21 to play. Red Devils up 23-16. Inbound to Thatcher for Kemmerer. Rangers with the basketball in the front court. Nielsen loses the ball, picked up by Thatcher, and with 2:12 to play, they'll go into the lane. Now outside Neria for 3. Got it! No, her foot was on the line. Foot was on the line. It's not a 3 ball. Red Devils up by 5 as Mia is fouled quickly after crossing the time stripe by Audrey Cassidy. Wilson inbounds to Fessler to start it off. Back out to Malia. Looking for Stacia at the free throw line. Trying to find Lily Johnson in the lane. Ripped away by Janae Skidmore. Rangers down by 5 with less than 2 to play in the third. Left side to Thatcher. Back out to Cassidy. And it's poked over the line by, it looked like Johnson. So it'll stay with Kemmerer. 1:42 to play. They're down by 5 here in the third quarter. And we got a hold on the inbound play against Malia Wilson. Inbound under the net to Skidmore. She puts her shot way off the top of the backboard, and going above the crowd to get it back is Stacia. She is immediately mugged. Evanston's got to hurry up and get across the time stripe, and they do. Malia Wilson lets the ball bounce off the foot of Thatcher and over the left sideline. And now it's Wilson with the inbound pass, quickly back to work. 1:28 to play. Wilson in the left wing. Back out to me at the top of the arc. Wilson, left side for 3, well short. Rebound by Skidmore. Dribbling along the left sideline and 1:13 to play here in the third. Red Devils up by 5. Kemmerer basketball. Nielsen into the lane and blocked. Nope, foul on Stacia. So she draws the foul against Barker, who makes contact on the shot. Nielsen will go back to shoot 2 more free throws. She is 2 of 4 for the day. First one goes up and good. 23-19. As 3 Red Devils come out. Stacia, Mia, and Malia. It's Daru, Sawyer, and Rigby in, joining Fessler and Johnson. Misses the second free throw, and Fessler gets it back. Foul's going to go against Nielsen. Her third one, so that's big, and she is responsible for about half of the offense for this Kemmerer team. Right side to Sawyer, back to Daru. Kendall on the right, back, and she loses the basketball, goes down to the ground to get it back. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Kemmerer. 52.4 to play in the third. Red Devils up 23-19. Bringing it forward is Thatcher. Cassidy on the left side, covered by Fessler. Cassidy trying to move it around. Back out to Skidmore. Long cross-court pass. Back to Nielsen, who puts a shot up in the lane. Well short off the front iron. Pulled down by Johnson. 27 seconds to play in the third. Daru across the timeline with Thatcher in tow. Right side to Fessler. Open to Sawyer. Distributes back out to Fessler. Right side 3. Off the back iron. Pulled down by Rigby. Back out to Daru. Left side 3. Off the front iron into the arms of Nielsen. She's taken off and running with 7 seconds left in the third. 23-19. Red Devils on the impact physical therapy board. Floater from the free throw line short. Rebound by Johnson, and she's fouled. 4th foul on Kemmerer in the half, and the 4th foul on Nielsen. That is big. Nielsen will go to the bench. And with 0.1 seconds to play, Evanston will have an inbound. And they go Johnson, right side for 3. Didn't get the shot off in time. And it goes off the front iron. So, 3/4 of the way home. 23-19, Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back with the 4th after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy. So the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Fourth quarter live action as the Red Devils lead at 23-19 here starting the fourth. Porter at the top of the circle. Long pass to Drew in the left corner. Back out to Sawyer from the left block and puts the shot up over the defender and good. Emily Sawyer puts the Red Devils up 25-19. A 6-point lead for the Devils. Going into the lane, Cassidy draws the foul. 6th foul on Evanston. And they'll call it on the shot. 2 free throws coming for Cassidy. First trip to the line today for Audrey Cassidy. It was a 22% free throw shooter, misses the first one. Still no word on what games may not be happening tomorrow as Cassidy hits the next one, and it's a 5-point lead for Evanston. So keep your eye on My Local Radio Sports on Facebook. We'll try to let you know as soon as we know if there is any games tomorrow. Big thank you to Kemmerer for accommodating us so quickly. Right side, back out to Skidmore. Kemmerer with the basketball after a bad pass by Evanston, but Skidmore, tough defense from Stacia Barker. Left side 3 from Painter, rings in and out of the Rosie. Pulled down by Daru, goes out to Porter, who goes Rigby left side, 6:47 to play. Evanston up by 5. Stacia at the free throw line, double team. Looking for Sawyer, but the bad pass taken away by Rigby. She launches a shot from the left elbow from about 18 out. Bounces high and into the net. Red Devils back up by 7. Left side, Naria, 6:25 to play here in the third. Thatcher quickly distributing left side back. Naria again, top of the circle to Painter. Naria right from about right wing, 19 feet away. Too hard, pulled down by Daru. 6:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. Red Devils up by 7. And Evanston starting to build some momentum. Lob pass to Sawyer at the left block. She can't hang on to it, and it is a jump ball as it's tied up. Possession arrow pointing to Kemmerer. Rangers in the bonus, by the way, as Kemmerer's only committed 14 fouls, Evanston 6. Third foul on Kenzie Porter was the last foul we saw. Painter on the right side with tough defense by Mia. Barker wrestled away. Oh, they're going to call it a jump ball. Barker must have missed it by just a second. But they call it a jump ball. Possession arrow with the Red Devils. Rigby on the left side looking for Stacia in the lane. Pops one over to Lily Johnson, who makes a beautiful one-handed grab. Left side, Abby Rigby for 2. And we got a foul on the rebound. I'm sorry, but that move by Lily Johnson in the lane, it looked like a pass going to Rigby in the left elbow, and Johnson saw it was too short. Back to live action. We'll finish that play in a minute as Stacia goes up and under the basket and puts it in. 29-20. Anyway, it was a pass that I don't think it was intended for Johnson, but she saw it coming, made a spin move, reached out with one hand, grabbed it, and tried to put the shot up. She missed it, but it caused the chance for Stacia to get it. Back to live action. Red Devils with a 9-point lead, 5:06 to play. Stacia grabbed in the left elbow, and she wrestles away, and that's the 6th foul on Kemmerer. Second one against Skidmore. Evanston 1 foul away from being in the bonus. They're up by 9. Left side, Rigby finds Stacia at the free throw line. Jump shot, well short, and kept in bounds by Mia Barker. She puts it right into the hands of Stacia Barker, and her shot is too hard over the baseline, and it'll be Kemmerer basketball. Bringing it forward is Thatcher, under 5 to play. Left side, Naria looking for Nielsen, popped away by the Red Devils, but Porter can't complete the steals. It's over the baseline before she can get to it. Naria to inbound it under the Evanston basketball at the near post. Lobs one to Cassidy, dribbles to the left block. Back out to Naria, left side 3, got it. 6-point lead for the Red Devils. Right side, Mia looking for Lily Johnson. To Stacia on the runner, right side of the key. And Stacia Barker says, I'll just take the game over now. There's nothing they can do to stop her as a bad pass goes over the baseline and out of bounds. Stacia with 3 fouls in the game as we have a timeout called. We'll be right back after this. It's Evanston 31, Kemmerer 23 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 at mylocalradio.com.
For more than 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we're able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses of all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Call us today to see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
31-23, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4-13 separating Evanston from winning their third in 4 games and being 1 game under 500 and having a pretty good preseason, to be honest. Stacia goes right side to Porter, bounces it back out to Mia. Long cross-court pass to Malia on the left elbow. Stacia at the free throw line, bounces it back out to Mia, drives towards the right block, puts the shot up over Nielsen, and it's short, pulled down by the Rangers. 3:47 to play. Left side to Skidmore. Now back to Neria. Holding it for a while, Painter. Thatcher in the left elbow with Porter on defense. Thatcher now circling around back towards the top, distributes back to Cassidy at the top of the arc. Looking for Neria in the left elbow. 3:19 to play. Neria with a long 2-point shot from about 16 out, and she gets it to go. Nice shot. 6-point lead for the Red Devils. Stacia looking for a wide open Mia. Right block, puts the shot up and draws the foul. And Mia will shoot 2 Independent Software Solutions free throws. I believe that's Mia's first trip to the line today. It is. Mia, 45% free throw shooter. First one is up, and front iron rattles off to the left side, no good. Mia with 2 points to her name today, but she's done a great job in the passing game as she splashes that one through, and the Red Devils up by 7. Mia Barker comes out, Kendall Fessler comes in. And I think that's just a substitution of numbers. Fessler, a 68% free throw shooter and climbing, as I believe Kendall is 1 for 2 for the day. So maybe that's a strategic situation, knowing they're going to be shooting free throws here pretty quick. And we got an off-ball foul on Kemmerer. Second foul on Sydney Neria. And Evanston now in the bonus. Wilson with the basketball, makes contact with a Kemmerer player, and Evanston has to heave it over the line, and they do. Find Fessler, back to Lily Johnson, left side jump shot. It actually looked more like a pass as Stacia caught it in the lane, put the shot up, and now Stacia will shoot 2. Another foul on Kemmerer. It's the third one on Gracie Painter. Stacia to shoot 2 Independent Software Solutions free throws. She is 1 for 2 for the day as she misses the first one. Next one is good. Red Devils up by 8. Kendall Fessler, Stacia Barker, Lily Johnson, Mackenzie Porter, and Malia Wilson on the court with 2:26 to play and an 8-point lead. Left side in area. And the ball taken away. It's a Will Barker steal by Malia Wilson. Quick pass over to Kendall Fessler, and she finishes it off. 10-point lead for the Red Devils. Beautiful read by Wilson, who just feeds it to Fessler to finish it off. Bad pass goes off the foot of Nielsen and over the over the baseline. Evanston basketball. And with under 2 to play, Red Devils have a 10-point lead. Porter with the basketball now goes along the left sideline, back out to Wilson. Finds Stacia again. Right side, Malia falling to her ground, but somehow, some way, passes it to Sawyer. She puts a spin move from the right block, and the shot's just too hard. Pulled down by Kemmerer. Nielsen with 4 fouls. Runs into Wilson, and they'll call Wilson for the foul. And Nielsen will shoot 1 for 1. Nielsen today, 2 for 4, 3 for 6 from the line today. First one is good. 9-point lead for Evanston, 35-26 with 96 seconds separating them from win number 3. Next one from Nielsen, 2 for 2, and Nielsen cuts the gap down to 8. We got a timeout. We'll take it as well. 96 seconds left in the fourth. Evanston up 35-27 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Red Devils lead at 35-27 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from the Plains Tire broadcast booth. As there are plenty of timeouts left in this game, and you expect them to possibly be called unless Evanston's able to make a move here. Red Devils at the basketball, moving left to right on mylocalradio.com. Rigby lobs one to Sawyer at the logo. Right side, Porter. Dribbling back towards the center. Left side, Rigby. Dribbling towards the right side of the block. Kendall, cross pass. Left side, Porter. Finding Sawyer, left block. Puts the shot up too far. Pulled down by Fessler. Back out to Rigby at the top of the circle. Evanston with 1:05 to play. Rigby dribbling back towards the right side of the block. Finds Stacia, right side. Jumper is short, and we got a foul. It will come against Evanston on Stacia. Check that on Emily Sawyer. 2 fouls for her. 8th team foul, as each of them have 8. Naria to shoot free throws. It was a 1 for 1, and she missed it. Rebounded by Rigby, and they call a jump ball. After Skidmore gets there and wraps it up, and the possession arrow is with Kemmerer. Naria inbounds to Painter, back to Nielsen. Less than a minute to play. Nielsen bounces it, and there's no one there. It's over the baseline and out of bounds. 50.9 seconds remain, and the Red Devils up by 8. As soon as that ball went out of bounds, Rigby raised 2 hands in minor celebration. Rigby with the inbound pass, and we have a timeout coming. We're going to keep it right here. Whether you're working with a realtor or you're selling your home by owner, The title company you choose really matters. They handle all the research to make sure there aren't any bad surprises like hidden liens, unpaid taxes, forgery, easement restrictions, or access issues. At First American Title, the staff has a combined 140 years of experience and a 98% excellent customer service rating. Make the right choice. Choose to close with American First Title. 1048 Main Street, Evanston. Well, the Red Devils looking good here. 8-point lead with under a minute to play. If I could borrow this really fast. Evanston led thus far. By Stacia Barker, who had 1 point in the first half. She's got 7 in the second. So really turned it on here after the locker room break. Red Devils inbound it with 43.6 seconds to play. Going to Stacia despite a great attempt by Thatcher to kind of bust up the play. Stacia goes along the right sideline, across the timeline, loses the basketball. Gets it over to Nielsen. She's off and running, but Fessler got there and cut her off. Shot is too hard. Pulled down by Stacia, and she's fouled with 25.6 to play. What a move by Kendall Fessler. She was behind Nielsen. Fessler chased her down, got in front of her, and caused issues on the shot. Caused her to miss it. Stacia pulls down the rebound and is fouled by Naria, her third one. It's the single bonus, and we got another timeout called. We'll take it as well. Red Devils up. Actually, no, we're going to keep it right here. It's only a 30-second timeout. But, yeah, if you're just joining us, you missed a really good day of basketball. Evanston with a 3-point win in the boys' game. They win the boys' JV game in dominant fashion. Similarly, in the girls' JV game, and now Evanston looking to make it 4-0 between the JV and varsity squads. Evanston outscored Kemmerer 7-4 in the first. We're outscored 10-8 in the second. And then outscored them 8-6 in the third. Right now, the Red Devils looking to close this one down, and with 25.7 seconds left, Stacia Barker can make it a double-digit game as she shoots Independent Software Solutions free throws. It's 1 for 1. First one rolls in and out, no good. Rebound by Nielsen. 23 seconds left. Thatcher sprinting across the right sideline. Long cross-court pass over to Painter, who put up the 3 ball. It's too hard. Pulled down by Stacia, and she's fouled again. That's the 10th one. And Evanston in the double bonus. 13.8 remaining. And Evanston has been on a roll. 3 wins in their last 4 games. Stacia with the first one is up and good. 36-27 Red Devils. Chance to make it a 10-point game and really kind of put it away with 13.8 seconds to play. Stacia, front iron, back iron, glassing in. Double-digit lead for Evanston. 10 seconds to play. Right side, Nielsen. 7 seconds. Nielsen cut off by Stacia. She's got nowhere to go. Stacia playing tough defense on Nielsen, and there's the buzzer. No shot gets off, and that's the game. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Evanston 37, Kemmerer 27 on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankum, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankum.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankum at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Happy days are still in Evanston as the Lady Red Devils complete the 4-0 day for Evanston over Kemmerer. Both JV teams and now both varsity squads will leave Kemmerer with a W today. Still do not know what potential game schedules are in play for tomorrow. We will let you know on My Local Radio Sports on Facebook as soon as we can. It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaking Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meet. Evanston outscoring Kemmerer 7-4 in that first quarter, and it was really Evanston 7, Olivia Nielsen 4, as she was the offense for really much of the first half. It was a 14-15 lead for Evanston, with Nielsen providing 12 of those points. And then the Red Devils, though, took off in the second half, outscoring Kemmerer 22-13. Evanston with points today. You've got 3 from Mia Barker, 3 from Katie DeRue, 4 from Abby Rigby, 4 from Maylia Wilson, 6 from Kendall Fessler, 4 for Emily Sawyer, a free throw from Lily Johnson, and 12 from Stacia Barker, who leads the Red Devils. 11 of those coming in the second half as the Red Devils get a 10-point victory over the Kemmerer Rangers. Final score 37-27. It's time for your Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And we are going to give it to that beautiful pass by, I can't remember, it was a crazy good play, as it was a broken up pass by Evanston, a pass right to Kendall Fessler on the fast break, and a finger roll by Kendall Fessler. She gets your Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game. Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Family Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. Evanston, it's worthy to note, shut down Olivia Nielsen in the second half. So the defense could definitely get precision players of the game, as she was only 3 points in that second half. Anyways, Dr. McKay Frankum Precision Play of the Game goes to Kendall Fessler for that fast break roll in the second half. Our player of the game today, well, it's hard to pick when you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players on the score sheet for Evanston. And they spread it out well, but I think you got to go with Stacia Barker. As soon as she took this game over and helped the Red Devils out, she got in the fourth quarter 8 points, as Evanston would outscore Kemmerer 14-7, and 8 of those 14 points belong to the senior Stacia Barker, so she is your player of the game. That is going to do it for our broadcast here from Kemmerer. We are going to pack up and hopefully get some information on what is the plan for tomorrow. If we do have some games, you can bet we will be here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. We'll go ahead and call it a broadcast from Kemmerer. Again, your final score, Evanston 37, Kemmerer 27. On behalf of our producer back at the studio, Mr. Sean Hando, as well as our other producer, Mr. Colton Bagley, our sales director, Julie Burley, our sales manager, Mr. Matt Petrie, as well as our sales associates, Miss Christine Wiley and Mr. Dustin Myers, our sales manager, Miss Kayleen Anderson, our executive producer, Val Cook, and the rest of the staff of My Local Radio Sports, the voice of the Valley, Cullen Holt, the voice of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Mr. Cody Olson, and the voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. I'm Elan All saying we'll see you next time the ball flies. Thank you guys so much, and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on mylocalradio.com. Until next time, go Devils!